Thank you for holding. Your call is very important. The first available KIE representative will be with you shortly.
Unbelievable. It's all going wrong today. And I wouldn't have it any other way, would I? There we go, the microphone works again. Then how are people today? Oh look! The clock is stuck. What else is going to happen today? Alright, clock. Come on. There we go. Things going right is boring anyways. Nobody said I was competent or a professional. Alright. Let's get, I guess... Well, if I'm really fucking up, I might as well just fuck it up proper and not even do an introduction. Boom, Mon Bazo. Hi, you. That was my favorite speaking image. Things are very chaotic? No, I don't know how to describe it. A lot is going on today, and a lot of it is, I wouldn't say going wrong, but it is all deviating from what you would expect. And I wouldn't... A little on edge about it? Am I on edge about it? Or am I just... No, not a tizzy either. Honestly, if like an asteroid fell outside, I'd say it's fine. That's the kind of day it is. If I went for groceries and an asteroid fell, I'd just chalk it up to today. Today being today. Not bad, it's not wrong, it's just, well... Yes, and the internet is looking at a stable... Okay, let's see. So I'm doing 720p at 60 frames per second, so that should be around 6 or 7 megabits. Yeah, that's looking about right. For now, anyway. No guarantee that's gonna actually stay that way. Oh, and I forgot it's silence now. I have to put the background again. Tiny things that added up to one disaster. Well, nothing really went wrong. It's just everything deviated from what I expected. Like, oh geez, I'm already dying of dehydration. So, for example, to start this stream up, the equipment to get points on my face and map them conked out, and it conked out after troubleshooting because it's Wi-Fi only, and my wireless access point had a partial firmware crash. So I had to go restart that. Then I forgot to actually post that we were going live at 7. So then I hit go. I hit send. And then realized I typoed it to 8. And then went, oh no, I typoed it to 8. Guess I'll wait till 8. Yeah, that's the kind of day it is. Then, when I backed out, a very astute viewer caught it early. I am glad. I'm glad. You can have all my good luck and like smooth moves today. Just fucking take them. I'm not using them. I was literally watching another stream waiting for you to go live. Oh yeah? Wait, is it nightfall or... Oh, it's nightfall. Oh shit. Well, it's boiling anyway. Got off school early because the sewer was backing up my school. I got to go finish setting up my brand new Linux OS because of course I switched again. Okay, so you switched from vanilla. What did you switch to now? Cinnamon. Oh, Manjaro cinnamon. Yeah, Manjaro's not bad. I actually used to use Manjaro for a very long time. My only... When I wanted to use an Arch-like, but I didn't... I don't know if I told the story about Arch, but I tried using it, and I could use it, but what prompted me to change wasn't Arch itself, it was the people being really, really awful. Just like being dickheads. So what I did was I would find Arch derivatives, and I was on Manjaro for a while. The only reason I'm not anymore, yeah. So the only reason I moved away from Manjaro is they had about 2 or 3 different incidents where they just made a boneheaded maneuver, like with their software and, sorry, not software, with their distro. Actually, I better move the woodcutter. They made some boneheaded decisions and they screwed up not only themselves, but some users downstream. So it's like, okay, maybe I'll look for another one. Because Zorn. Really liking Manjaro so far, though. Everything about Zorn I liked, but with a more Linux feel to it. Well, that was one of the reasons I liked Manjaro as much as I did. There we go. Like, a lot of the sensibilities that another distro would have, they implemented, but they kept it Arch. So there were some... Oh. There were some things that Arch would do where they would tell you needed to do manual intervention to fix, but the manual intervention they told you to do had to be an exact set of steps that never deviated, which means they could have just implemented it themselves, but they didn't. So what I liked about Manjaro is if that happened, they just went and did it themselves, which makes sense to me. And then there's a whole bunch of, like, nice quality of life things they do. I guess the chainsaw can stay here, too. Honestly, I didn't even know it was Arch-based until you started talking about it. Yeah, it doesn't look that way, does it? I mean, like, it's not bad that it is, if it is, but... I installed it and didn't destroy my desktop environment. Couldn't do that with Arch. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I move that. Depends on the machine. So the machine this is all running on is running Garuda. My workbench uses Pop! OS. The servers run Rocky, and the laptop runs Endeavor. Alright, so what are things I can do? What are things I can do in the evening? Well, nothing right now. Can I cut some trees, or should I just... You know what? Well, some of them are goofy, and some of them actually have some, like, strange symbolism. Well, not strange, but some symbolism that is esoteric. Like Pop! OS and Puppy. Yeah, like Puppy. Pop! OS, still, I'm struggling to understand why they named it that way, but it is unique. People were talking about it. Well, they're not bad, and if I didn't have the opportunities I do where I live, then I probably would have gone either Framework or System 76. But we have a in Canada we have a computer manufacturer called Eurocom, and they're out of Ottawa. Actually, they're like 15 minutes away from Ottawa, so the capital. And what's neat about them is it's like 50 or I think, or 75 people in total. That's like the sales team, the engineering team, managerial. And so it's a lot easier to get like tech support or ask for some deviation to a computer to do what you want. Or do wheeling and dealing. Get some discount for like 100 machines or something for your business. Yeah, they're not that expensive at all, and the community is making some really neat modules too. Like somebody's making a logic analyzer cartridge to go in one of those. Me too. I like how like easy it is to like just pop one of those open and go to town fixing it. And I love how it's a bluff call too, because when manufacturers like HP and Dell and Apple were told, love how I've known about them ever since Linus invested in their company, but always thought they would be expensive. They were like a entry-level framework was about 800 American, so about $1,000. I'm used to paying like for just regular old office drone laptop. I'm used to paying like $800. So 1,000 for that was a little rich for my blood, and then the high-end stuff was more. But now that they've got, you know, money coming through, they don't have to charge as much. Or like, for a laptop that's pretty cheap though, at least where I'm at. Well, I'm also not taking inflation into account. When I bought this Eurocom laptop, it was how much? I think I paid $1,200 for it, and the reason it was $1,200 is it has a desktop CPU and a desktop GPU in it. Look at him go. Those poor, poor, non-existent children. Okay, so what do I need to do today for money? I can invest in more tree stuff. Always will pay more for the full on-desktop components. Agreed. And then I also threw a few $100 at another Canadian project called Ready 100, or called Ready Computer Corp. And their flagship product is the Ready 100, which is a laptop chassis. Well, sorry, a luggable chassis. Which is pretty cool. But, no worries. You do what your heart desires. Yeah. I accidentally used peasant fuel.
Ah ben, content de te voir. Hey, dis-moi donc, qu'est-ce que c'est fait tu mets pas d'ordinateur dans tes bazous, toi?
Hey, Gilles, il dit que le sang, ça y donne un œil. Mais oui.
Universal Underglow Kit. End kit. Brakes. Don't need any tires. Don't need any wrenches. Don't need mufflers. Don't need a trailer hitch. Don't need shocks. I have a tire pump already. Look at this big old thing. Alright. What do we have? A big old tank. A big old heater. Big old cans. Big old boil thing. Combo truck, bed, tank, and outside pump. Ooh. Fancy. I just want... I want, that, and that, and... Hi, Eric.
Fédération de sirop d'érable ici, Eric. Avez-vous des questions sur nos produits?
I don't think I do, Eric. I don't think I do. Mainly because I can't afford... Actually, yeah, why can't I afford any of this? Can you help a guy out? Like, a can is that much. Like... Okay, well, the cans... Okay. With my latent Quebecois powers, I'm going to phase that shit into the... Okay, I'm not going to spend on another barrel. Hi, Wooly, how are you? You're just in time. We're actually going to be playing this for a bit today. Every single time I've tried to play this last week, it did not go well. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're good. Even with everything going goofy, we still managed to pull this one off today. Yeah, last week there were some infrastructure problems. I could not get enough upload for the life of me. I think we went for 30 minutes and I basically just had to call it. Yeah, I'm just buying a bunch of maple syrup stuff. I also took some time and looked at a wiki at in between streams. Not too much to spoil myself, but enough to get started. And And I think, if I remember, there's a particular place to get... Did I... Okay, no, I didn't. There's apparently a place to get seeds for a particular plant. It's up there in that turbine. Not turbine. Wind generator. Yeah, that's the word. Oh, there is a road. Yeah. I highly recommend having the loppers so you can plant more maple trees. Oh yeah, I have a set now. I think and I have 3 trees that are basically banked. So like they are to never be touched, and those are my oops, I cut too many trees down trees. Uh-oh, I need maple syrup when I get back. So, get into any good mischief these past few weeks? He's back! Okay. Apparently around here somewhere, there may be seeds. Oh! Oh, look! Hehehe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bonk. It's neat. They weren't expecting me to go out here as far. Oh, wow, this is a... Oh, no. Okay, we're good. We're okay. We're okay. My latent Quebecois powers make me immune to plummeting to the earth. Shattered chins are inconceivable in Quebec. Now I have seed. Oh shit, I also have potatoes I need to deal with. I haven't been watering my potatoes, I completely forgot. Yeah. Maple syrup, I got you. And there's my trees. Very nice trees. Oh, wait a minute. If I need maple syrup, I have to go to the sugar shack. Uh-oh. No, we're good. Okay, I still have the post. Oh, that's a cliff. And there we go. Okay. better not die while I'm waiting for my maple syrup to boil. Oh, we're gonna be down to the wire. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. We'll leave that alone. Yes, that is anyway, about these loppers. Here they are. I have an idea of cutting these trees. Just snip and snip and snip. I'll plant these somewhere more accessible. But basically for now, if I follow the blue line, I should be able to cut more. Should be able to find what I cut. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Okay, that should be enough. The maple syrup should be boiling by now. I appear to have made pine flavored. I might have done something very stupid here too. I think I made a bad life choice. No, we're good. Never mind. Haha, screw you all. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. But I think that's kind of the fun of it. There we go. Now, I hope that doesn't light the shack on fire. Now, let's go find those little saplings I cut. See if we can make a nice little... Just find those happy little trees where I cut off a happy little part of their body and make a happy little child out of it and tap their happy little blood with my happy little tap. Oh, I already severed its limbs. And then one over here? Yeah. Good stuff. Lost objects. Okay. Okay, and let's put that there. Yeah. There's another tree, and then I'll put that here. That looks like something that you're supposed to do, I guess. All right. So where else do I have natural maple trees that I can tap off to? I can do there. I can do there. No, no, hang on. I can go junction to junction. You can grow them closer together. Oh, or they don't cramp up as close as I think they do, hey? I'll keep that in mind. That shouldn't be too far. I think if I get a more open area... Ooh! Over here looks pretty open. I'll more tightly pack them this way. In this little field here. And we already have a maple tree. This should be... Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Wait a minute. You grow them in rows. Where did my... Uh-oh. Alright. We'll start a proper farm here. We'll start it here. Plunk! Now, where the hell did I put my loppers? My limb-severing apparatus. Uh-oh. Now, I was cutting maples, so that means it's by the maple trees, and I was cutting them along this line of blood-sucking. Do I really have to go buy another one? Actually, no. Somebody gave me a recommendation. Turning the bushes off makes it easier to see what's in the grass. Should be around here somewhere. I'll find it eventually. I'll just tap what I have, which is my original plan anyway. Oh! I couldn't find them because I put them back. You know, like what organized people do. Jesus Christ. What is the matter with me? Sneep. 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 Schneep. You gotta go? No worries, Willy Dragon, but thank you for swinging by and saying hi. And the pointers are useful, too. You stay safe out there, and we'll talk with you soon. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright. 29% for a barrel, huh? I can tap more of those trees. Maybe I can get a barrel soon. Oh, yeah, the weed seed. I didn't mean to do that. All right. Pose. There. All right. What have we got? We have trees. Of course we have trees. Uh-oh, I gotta get poutine in me. Yeah. And one more. How's it looking? Yeah. And away we go. What is that, potatoes? Need a harvest basket. What the hell's a harvest basket? Where the hell do I get a harvest basket? Where's your basket? This is ridiculous. I'm gonna call my mom. That was not the phone number. 555-2109. Ah.
Jason Tremblay, le curé m'a dit qu'il t'a vu passer à 90 dans le village l'autre jour. Je suis mieux de pas entendre ça parce que ça va aller mal en tabaslac.
I got in trouble. Yes. All right. And a shovel. I have a shovel. I have procured a shovel. We shall use the shovel to make marijuana. Oh yeah, food. Forgot about food. But first, marijuana. There we go. Yeah. Like that. Wonderful stuff. Oh! Better get that. Now, what else am I gonna need to do? Well, what to do today? We got these. That's good. Oh, yeah. Let's pick up those saplings. We'll plant them. Plant them in a nice row. Yeah. Pretty little row. Didn't say BRB, but I'm back again. Oh, no worries. That's nice. Willie Dragon got this thing in and step out to trying to set up a credit card was asking my parents some questions. Oh yeah. Well, that's great. Gotta wait for it to come in the mail. Perfect. You know, it's funny because I frequently annoy the credit card company because I deliberately have a very, very low credit, like, line of credit on my credit card. And I had one person call and they're like, "Your credit is so good. It's so good we can raise your limit to $75,000. And I'm like, did you see what I put as the limit? They're like, $1,700. I'm like, that's right, it's $1,700. I know, it's stupid. And I'm like, that's insane. And they're like, do you see what I put as a limit? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something stupidly high. Well, at the time, I actually, you know, didn't hit rock bottom, but still. It was something insane. Like, it was insane like that. What the fuck would you be even buying to have a $75,000 limit? Yeah, like buying a full-blown fucking car and a credit card, right? It's insane. And I said, like, do you see what I put as a limit? And they're like, $1,700. I'm like, yeah, you don't... That's not one of your standards. I asked for $1,700. Like, well, what are you gonna do with that? It's like, the only reason I use that thing is when I have to. Like, a deposit. Or like renting a room. But it really is good to have, though. Alright, I just planted that today. Not meant to be used like a debit card. Exactly. Meant for if you just need to... Man, I have just been choking on my own lungs all day. This, what is this? The thing I'm using also lets me invest in stocks and crypto too. Oh, that's neat. Not at all interested in crypto, but stocks I am. Yeah, I'll put it to you like this. I was there during its genesis. I know what it was supposed to be, and I know what it is now. And I can say with confidence, don't touch it. So yeah, you're smart to not touch it. It's not just a bunch of crypto bros trying to make it the next great coin. Well, it's not even that they're trying to make it the next great coin anymore. It's that they know people don't understand the underlying framework. So they can basically just lie. And since it's not regulated, they can do things that are, for like regular stocks and investments, just straight up illegal, and there's nothing you can do when they screw you over. Wish I was able to get into Bitcoin early. I mean, that'd be rich as hell. Yeah, and you would have been able to do it on a PC when everybody was just playing with it like it was Monopoly money. I could have done that too, but the same thing as they said what it would be used for, and then Bitcoin was supposed to be like a proof of concept thing. And it was supposed to be turned into something else, but everybody just went, "Oh my god, that's genius, I could be rich with this." Like, well, no, that's not what it was meant to do. How expensive it is per Bitcoin too. Right now, one is 27,000 US dollars, and it's gonna keep going up until it reaches end of life. Okay. So I don't know if you know this, but the total amount of Bitcoins is finite. It has a hard-coded cap. And basically what happens is, once you hit that, mining doesn't generate revenue anymore. Which means that the costs would plummet. And how the... Okay, so it works like this. The finite coins in circulation... Catch up, brain. Catch up. When... The amount of Bitcoins in circulation now isn't actually how many there are. In order to quote-unquote make more, you have to mine. And when I say make, it's that you get paid one of the ones that isn't in circulation if an answer to some of the work you did meets a certain set of criteria, and then you get paid for a coin. So the reason you have all these like coal power plants being fired up and a bunch of crypto bros running nothing but a mining facility there is they're trying to beat the other guy to the answer that meets those criteria to get paid that one Bitcoin. And for every one that gets paid, the next one has a more difficult criteria. Until eventually you run out of coins to dole out because the total amount is finite, and then at that point the $50,000 to $100,000 like every month you're paying to run the facility costs more than you'll ever get, and so you just have to shut them down. Yeah, the crypto mining thing is I've ever been interested is in Salad, because it's just using your PC while you aren't to mine crypto. Well, when I was a foolish young lad with too much compute time in my pocket, there used to be, and then you can get more useful coins like Ethereum. Yeah, I think cryptocurrency begrudgingly is going to stay. And I think it's going to be because of Ethereum. I still don't like it, because again, I knew what it could be. I read the white paper. And I knew what we could have, and I knew who took it over, so... I'm still sore about it, but... Anyway. Where was I going with this? Anyway, one way you could solve the climate emergency right now is if you can find a way to switch the difficulty for being paid Bitcoin down. Whether that means you do some kind of exploit or... Actually, you'd have to do some kind of exploit. If you can somehow get the difficulty per coin to go down and accidentally get all coins in circulation, the crypto miners would have to shut down. And that's going to be a lot of CO2 being, not being emitted into the atmosphere. And can you do that, or am I just out of my tree? I don't know. Honestly, I didn't look that hard. Oh yes, that's what it was. When I had too much compute power on my hands, I was trying to find ways to make use of it that didn't involve donations, like donating it. And there was one. It was from a place called Kaka Labs. They're not really around anymore. And, yeah, their site aged poorly. Well, they aged poorly. And they used to have a compute time broker where you could... One of the best ways to stop climate change right now is actually getting rid of SUVs and trucks without having a legit need for one. Yeah, owning a truck without legitimately needing one. Yes, that is a good one too. I've had a sore spot with SUVs because the reason SUVs are so prevalent is the regulations on them are a little less strict. Like the emissions requirements are less strict, the safety standards are less strict. So it increases profit margins. Plus, they're bigger, and you can sell, like, you can advertise your vehicle as being more spacious and comfortable. And the cost for tooling a car, regardless of its size, is roughly the same amount of cost anyway. Although, to be frank, my truck puts more rust into the environment than it does CO2 at that point. Well, I'm also a big proponent of upcycling, so I always suggest if somebody wants a car, they should buy a used one instead of a new one. And, like, they should really, if they can't retrofit, then they should buy new. That's why, actually, one of the things I wanted to do, before I got the vehicle I do, wonder how much CO2 my truck has released over its lifetime. That's a good question. And I don't really know what means there are to, like, measure that. You could do it in terms of kilometers, or sorry, in miles. Calculators online. Actually, when I, total car footprint, 91.52 metric tons of CO2 equivalent. Ugh. Over 154,000 miles. So that's operation. Now, one thing I hear a lot from car people is the amount of CO2 emitted to manufacture a car isn't factored into the efficiency of the car. So sometimes it may be more environmentally friendly to dig up an old car. Yeah, not usually now. Sorry, not usually, no. So I wonder how environmentally friendly it is to just, like, rebuild older vehicles. Actually, speaking of upcycling, before I move to the car I have, I actually, I was about to get a hearse upcycled into an electric car. Because it meets probably a good bit better than buying a new one unless you buy something like a Tesla. Which is certifiably carbon-free in its manufacturing. I didn't know they made that type of guarantee. That's pretty neat. And I think it was Chevy. Was it Chevy? Pretty sure they run their stuff mostly on solar and wind. Well, that makes sense. And they also have a battery. They also have, you know, the Gigafactory or the Megafactory or whatever. So they have access to large amounts of batteries, so they can store from wind and solar anyway. Are there any more saplings I cut that I can plant? Yeah, so apparently Chevrolet, I think it's Chevrolet, now have crate engines that you can buy, or soon you can buy, and you can drop them into like certain vehicles to convert them to electric. Been looking at new PCs to buy today too. Yeah, that is pretty cool. I was excited to hear that because currently the amount of work you have to go through to achieve that is just a tremendous pain in the ass, or just like prohibitively expensive. But if you can just drop the gas tank, put a battery there, and put in the crate engine, then away you go. If only Tesla hadn't beaten them to it. Oh, beating them to electric cars? Well, in my opinion, none of the auto manufacturers would have moved to electric. Tesla has been doing drop-in electric motors for a while. Really? I didn't know they did that. Oh. But I didn't know they did crate engines for other vehicles. That's neat. You know, exactly as simple as drop-in, but it's not the most complicated conversion either. Well, like I was mentioning before, I actually almost upcycled a dead hearse into an electric, because if you look at the chassis and where the body goes and the false floor, you basically have an entire place, a huge compartment to store batteries, and it's basically just an El Camino, a luxury. It's like a cross between an El Camino and an Australian Ute. There's this guy I found on YouTube who's converting 60s and 70s Kenworth logging trucks into electric with fully custom drivetrains and framework. Ooh, neat. Love when people make old stuff on their last legs of life brand new things again. Yeah, I like that too. I'm a big proponent of upcycling. It's a good creative outlet and good for the environment too. And it makes things affordable to people that generally they couldn't afford. So you mentioned shopping for PCs. How's that all going? Pretty good. Found a system configurator. There's relatively cheap parts called Meta PCs. Oh, I've heard of them. They're like a boutique systems builder, if I understand it. Maple, 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 apple, maple. Mapala. $1,600 for an AMD RTX 6700, AMD Ryzen 7, Asus Tough Gaming Plus 32 gig DDR4, and deep cool. Oh, that's fine. You know, considering we're still in the middle of a chip shortage, that seems pretty reasonable. And since it's a boutique system builder, they're not using proprietary parts, so you can always upgrade those parts yourself at a later time. That's a good call. This well, it's full, so that's pretty good. Like a lot. Yeah, if you go with a boutique system builder, they're probably not going to have a deal with Microsoft. They're not going to do the golden floppy thing on you. They do have a deal where you can buy the keys and stuff, but they give you the option to clear the section so you don't need to buy a Windows key. It's great because you already have two. Oh, yeah. At least now they let you transfer the licenses, which is nice. Yeah, it is definitely one of their, talk operating systems, I'll tell you that. Well, what irked me is that you had to be on the internet to do an install to disk, so if you were trying to do an install remote, if you were trying to, like, rebuild a system and it's out in the middle of nowhere, you're hooped. You might as well just throw it in the garbage. Having an option for an ISO that needs Wi-Fi is fine, but requiring it is just stupid. And when you ask them why it needs to be on the internet, they won't say why either. Actually, I remember the EU did a what's it called? They basically, not an interrogation. Why am I blanking so hard? What's the word for a government body performing an investigation and needing testimony? What is that called? An inquiry. They did an inquiry into, like, data collection. And they had Microsoft in to testify. And when asked, like, what data they were collecting, their response was, well, we'll collect less. Which is a very, very strange thing to say. Which is, it's like asking, did you kill those people? And your response is, well, I'll make sure to not kill so many. They didn't ask you to do less. I wanted to know what you did. It's why it's that they can steal your info, because before you even have your OS installed. Well, that's it, right? Is it's telemetry. It's telemetry, and they don't want to tell you what it is they're taking. And when confronted on it, they won't say what they're taking. Actually, that's not true. They'll partly say what they're taking, but they won't go into detail about what those things are. Mission wheelie, sorry. Oh, they didn't even say they were stealing it. Man, it was just like, man, I don't even know how to explain it. Where it's like, are you stealing? And you go, well, I'm sorry, I'll make an effort to not steal as much. You're like, oh, those are different things. That's what they meant, though. We all know that. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Since there's no repercussions. God damn it. Where is it? There we go. You have everything you could possibly want. Why do you need to commit crimes to get more money? Oh, it's power. It's power at that point. Wealth is just one facet of power. But I must agree with getting rid of all their wealth and distributing it throughout the country. Yeah. I think if you do great things, you should be rewarded thusly, but I also think that that there are limits. And what is that limit? I don't know, because I haven't thought that hard about it. Most rich people nowadays have not done great things and just had rich parents. Yeah, intergenerational wealth. But I like it when some famous rich actor refuses to just spoil their kids. Agreed, you can be wealthy and in a position of power and still, you know, not be a dickhead. It's just the option now is there to be a dickhead. Back to that, if his kids wanted money, they had to work for him. Which, good on him. Like, he's made his own share of boneheaded maneuvers, but I think in comparison to others, I think he's pretty good that way. He's one of the better rich people. Yeah, it's true. Oh, that being said, I think he got subpoenaed earlier about, what was that, FTX? He did make an entire cheap shoe brand for people with lower incomes. Yeah, he did. Oh, and Bill Gates is a good-ish one, too. Ish is the main word. Or rather, what it donates to a lot to charity, even if that is just a tax write-off. Well, also, yeah, he also has a lot to answer for from his days in business. Oh, did you hear about the whole FTX investigation? Since we're talking about rich people, I did not. So, when FTX sunk because of misconduct, investigation started going on to see what celebrities started advertising for FTX and like what they were paid, what they were told to say, and they weren't necessarily looking to nail celebrities to the wall, but they wanted to find out what the celebrities who were told to advertise it were actually doing. Because one of the things is, long story short, cryptocurrency I think is considered a security now, which requires specific like disclosure and trading and processes that weren't being done. And Jack was one of them. There was some others, but one that really stood out was there was one celebrity who was approached to advertise for FTX and said no. And they said no because when asked, is this a security, FTX would not respond to the question. So that means, and that one celebrity was Taylor Swift. I shit you not. The only one who actually asked the question, is this a security? because what you're doing is illegal was Taylor Swift. I think that's fantastic. I'm not a fan of like Taylor Swift's music, but I'm a fan of her as a person. She's pretty great. Or what I should say is she's not a slouch. Just realized I was bored and playing with something that should be in my computer right now. Like one of those wait a goddamn second moments, or is that one of those, huh, I should go in there. It's one of those rubber grommets that the cables don't rub. Oh, that's a wait a goddamn second moment right there, Jesus. Yeah, it's not gonna rub on anything. It's not moving. They don't do much moving anyways. Plus, you can smell it. If it starts touching something, you can smell it. This is looking pretty good here. Alright, where else can we tap some trees? Here. Maybe here, then here, then here, then here, then here, then here, then here. Yeah, I have to wait for them all to grow. Mainly like that because I don't bother to cable manage. Me neither. I don't really... I really don't care. I really just don't care. I'll organize them, but I don't do fancy cable management. Gonna run the same anyway. Yeah. Like, yeah, aesthetics are nice, but I'm not gonna spend 2 hours like bending and folding cables to look just so. I couldn't be asked. I've got my hands in there too often to bother with that. But I have told, like... I've told this to my subordinates before, and I've told this to a boutique computer builder fella, like a guy who works at a boutique computer builder place. If you zip tie a cable, I'm gonna cut you with the same thing I cut the zip tie cable with, so you better pray it was small and sharp. Thou shalt not zip tie cables. The 8th deadly sin. Oh, but... Speaking of sins, the sin of using ketchup and mustard cables, I flaunt that all the time. I flout that all the time. I will go out of my way to get color-coded cables. Yep, the yellow, red, black, and white. Yep. Yep. I will use them. Oh god, why? Why? Because yellow is 12 volts, and red is 5. And whenever I need 12 volts, or I need 5, I know exactly where to cut the insulation. That's why. Oh, and black is ground. What about 3.3 volts? Let's see. It's the other color. I think 3.3 is, I can't remember right now. It's like how I actually convinced one of my superiors that I could rewire a UPS system that was meant for a different electrical, like, outlet. Like, do you actually know how to do that? And I'm like, oh, sure, yeah, I know the wiring for... I know Canadian wiring. He's like, oh, yeah, go on. Tell me. Well, okay, so you take the plug, you take the connector off, like, yeah. So, you take black to brass, the green one goes to ground, and then the other one. But there's only 3, so you're good. Black to brass, green to ground, and then there's that other one. It worked when I was done, so there. I mean, if it works, yeah. Yeah, it's still there. It's still there, it still runs. The client was like, that looks like an aftermarket plug you put on there, and I'm like, no, it's fine. Time to play with a knife. Well, playing with knives is fun. There's not an element of danger to it. Are you really having fun if there's not an element of danger to what you're doing? Especially when they spring-assisted sight folders. Make a nice click when you open them. Okay, when I'm actually a farm fella. When I moved into town, the only place affordable was a very, very bad place. A bad, no good place. And, because of that, I felt that I would feel better if I got a knife. Now, aside from the fact that I didn't know that what I was carrying was actually was not legal, that thing was surprisingly handy. I didn't have to use it on people, but I realized the usefulness of just having a blade with you. Cutting open packages, stripping a cable, cutting a hangnail. Did I mention stripping cable already? We can't have those spring assists here. But if it folds, that's fine. Yeah, that's what it was, it was a fold. I had one of the folding knives. And now, Abe. And how is Michisu today? Just a moment. I'm glad. Good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff to the both of you. I'm glad you're doing okay, though. Hang on, this game... Oh, yeah, one that swings out. Yeah, I had something that flipped out like that. Oh, it's my favorite knife I found, and I'm still upset about it. I like how you lost one that you found. It's like you didn't even buy it, it's you found it after someone else lost it. But if it's any consolation, broke my ballast song, and I was sad about it. So that, not legal knife that an old army veteran sold me at a flea market. I ended up not using it anymore. Not because... Well, I mean, I did feel better to the point where I felt like I didn't need to carry it anymore. But, at the same time, one day it just got so loose that one day I went to flip it open to open a package and the thing just flung apart, and I went, ah, screw it. Can't be asked. Yeah, I didn't learn knife tricks. Found it in a shrubbery around high school days. Someone had broken the tip off, clearly slashing tires. I fixed it and it was a really useful knife for a lot of things, and one night I ended up misplacing it and it makes me sad. Really just learned a simple open. I see. Well, if it's any consolation, Michisu, then the traveling knife has found another person to make them very happy. Ooh boy. That looks mean. But the length is illegal to carry. I don't get it. Yeah, it's operating at best temperature. Why is it not boiling? Or is it, why is it not, like, processing into this reservoir? Been boiling for 3 days, it's still at 29%. Oh, yeah, well, I think, we've been, posting links back and forth here. I kind of pre-approved them, but you're right. Normally links do need approval. But he's been asking permission, but yeah, if you in future, yeah, if you do post links, yeah, we gotta make sure they're kosher first. And actually, that's some processes that we have to kind of get. Oh, I don't have to duck under this pipe. Yeah, those are some policies that we also need to kind of lock down on a bit too, because I mean, you're a good egg, but with anybody coming in, we were discussing earlier about what would happen if we just have someone coming in who's a jerk. And right now, I don't have any mechanisms for that other than just me doing /ban when I notice it. But yeah, thanks for enforcing what we talked about, Michisu. I appreciate it a lot. Actually, speaking of policies there, yeah, I know you aren't posting harmful to the community. It's just one of those things. Agreed. And I kind of let it go lax when I shouldn't have, because to start with, it was just me doing it. But yes, with a moderator here, enforcing those rules is more feasible than a modern challenge where people came in posting porn and shit. So a rule for one is a rule for all. Yeah, agreed. But like the actual nitty-gritties on like how to do it, we haven't really, I think, we haven't really figured it out. Not figured out. We don't have it set in stone yet. But I mean, if you're not sure, you can always send it to either me or Michisu to look at first. Or if it is just something where you just want me or a mod to see it, you can just send it to them. Or if it's meant for like everyone in the stream as part of a conversation, then you can then afterwards post it. There are pieces of software meant to do this automatically, but I've never bothered looking at them because it didn't occur to me at the time. Ooh. Great news. With a couple of parts that I was missing, a memory card, and one peripheral. I check all the links usually if I'm on, so I let most in since we haven't had any issues yet. Good call, and thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's like, originally people were like, hey, can I post a link? And I'm just like, yeah, you do whatever you want. And I realized that doesn't work. Even if I don't plan on posting anything against TOS. I know, you're a good egg. You don't cause trouble. Well, I mean, you make sure well, like I've said before, you don't cause trouble, but when you do, it's usually a good kind of trouble. You know, like how I always tell people to do. Or the trees. They're growing just fine. Yeah, even just say I have a link for this related content. Yeah, I think for now, just like telegraphing the punch before you do it might be useful. But I don't know if later it's something where you have to submit it to be reviewed. Actually, no. I don't think we have the manpower and resources for that. Oh, shit. The generator has to... Oh, okay. I know exactly what's going on now. God damn it. Forgot to turn on the generator. Okay. So here's why I wasn't making maple syrup. The maple syrup boiler says it's full, but it's not. It's empty. And on top of that, the generator's not running. So it wasn't actually pulling anything from the trees to make syrup with. So for 3 days, I've been sitting here baffled. Confounded even. The only time we switch to pre-approved would be when there is an issue. Good call. Good call. There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh, now it's too low. Yeah, so I like this. I like this plan. Just telegraph your punches. Just let us know. And then Michisu can look at it beforehand. Even though it is honestly just you and I chatting, like us three chatting in here. Probably good to get into that practice for if there are others. There we go. Jesus. There we go. Oh no, I'm in the forest. Oh god. The forest of my own creation. What have I done? Ah, shit. Ah, no. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. No, no, I missed the wood I wanted to get. Relative, so I can understand needing to do your job, even if it's someone you don't want to get. Oh, neat. Like, bro, that is still, well, this is one of those things I've heard people talk about when they're like, oh man, my channel is really small. There's only like 20,000. I'm like, 20,000? There are entire municipalities that are smaller than that. He's up past 235k now. Yeah, like a metropolitan, like we're getting close to like a small city. Hopefully on good terms. Yeah, it was to my understanding, once you start getting to a point where, like, a not insignificant amount of revenue comes in, it makes a lot of child-oriented Roblox, and I used to like it when I was modding for it, but I grew out of it as I got older. Ah, okay. So it was on good terms, it was just you two grew into different things. That's good, that's good. Ships passing in the night and all that stuff. Really, for enjoyment of destroying 10-year-olds in FPS. This would be pretty nice multiplayer. Because it's like, it's a really laid-back, cozy... I wouldn't... Actually, no, not cozy. But it is a really laid-back game. It's nice. BK wanted to do some Snow Runner. But I don't know if you could play that and none of us have it. That's not the... Well, what's Mud Runner? I can throw them. Bank shot! 3-pointer. Aw. The off-road game. I'm pretty sure I don't remember playing this at all. I love trying to follow instructions for software that has changed. Like, the software doesn't match the documentation. Trying to get FlatHub to work on my Linux install, but the way it's said to activate it isn't there. They didn't update the documentation. Shame. Shame on them. Even specific instructions for Major Manjaro, too. Oh yeah, so with one add-on and a couple of spare parts, I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 additional consoles, 4 additional platforms we can play on now. That means we got a lot more for the Golf Challenge, and if we ever felt like it or somebody recommended, like Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, or GameCube. The hardware isn't good enough for this software. My hardware is better than what is recommended. Alright. It's not boiling. I notice a lack of boiling. I leave this unattended for 5 minutes. Enabled AUR support, and it's the package I need anyway. Yes, that's one of the reasons I like going with an arch derivative too. Like, if what I'm looking for isn't in the AUR, I have a very, very strange piece of software on my hands. Oh, good. Have fun rebooting. Play Gold Rush multiplayer. What's Gold Rush? Gold mining game. Like, Did it burn? Okay, good. Oh, that was a quick reboot. Holy crap. The 21st century. And the pumps. And the pumps are done. Based on the Discovery Channel show Gold Rush. So it is exactly what it says on the tin, hey? It just mine gold. The trees are avenging their fallen brethren. It would help to use software. It would help to use software that requires wine if I were to install wine. Yes. Yes, it is very important to do so. 555-2109.
Tu peux m'appeler plus souvent, hein? Ça me fait toujours plaisir. Mais bon, je suis contente quand tu t'appelles. N'oublie pas de boire assez de sirop d'érable, hein?
And I'll get the tea out. Now all I need is a Game Boy Advance cartridge. You start off with panning, then move up to big machines. Ooh, dang. Why did you need to restart, though? I'm trying to figure that out. I mean, okay, if it had kernel if kernel modules were involved, then yeah, you probably would. What was I doing? I was installing the Roblox compatibility layer. Oh, I thought the latest version of Roblox checked for wine and stopped execution. I remember... Was it Brody? Brody on... I think it was Brody who said that. There's a separate app called Grape Juice. Ah, I see. Runs off of wine, as I said. I see. Oh, yeah. I found a grinding wheel, and you can use it as a steering wheel. So that's my bad life choice for this car. Fuck me, son, and call me Sally House. Wine is not supported. Yeah, apparently there was a shit ton of back and forth between, like, Linux people and one particular developer who is trying to die on that hill. But apparently, yeah, the latest version, probably a Windows, I guess. But apparently what it is it's not an actual, it's not an actual compatibility problem. They're checking, when you do hardware checks under Wine, it doesn't report as Windows, it reports as Wine. So it's checking if it actually responds, yes, I'm Wine. And if it says that, then it just stops execution. So it's not that it actually can't run, it's that they're actually checking if it's Wine, and if it is, they're just blocking it. Indeed, no wine. No wine. We cannot have our wine. So basically someone could just create a modified version of Wine that lies. Probably. That could probably do it. That's what cybersecurity people do. They create hypervisors, or they create virtual machines that lie about some of their hardware, and you can create things like versions of Wine that report something that isn't Wine. No Lego FPS shooters. Aw. I'm sure somebody's done all the heavy lifting. Oh, he's trying to play Roblox. Let's pop the trunk. Okay, nothing in there. Play games way longer and still don't have certain achievements, so just wait. Alright. Time to get some fuel for this. Yes, it absolutely is. My steering wheel is a grinding disc. I found it at the gas station's garage. It was either this or a bus steering wheel, and I thought the grinding disc was funny. I regret nothing. Oh, truck. Oh! Oh, God. Oh, no. I guess both of those are funny, but the grinding disc is a bit funny. Funnier. Also, like it's super tiny, too. Oh, speaking of speedrun, I gotta see what the paperwork is for Challenge Golf, that really shitty golf game that operates like, that plays like you're running a nuclear power plant. Because it's funny. Apparently, you can get away with that. I just want to see what the paperwork is. Not me misclicking and closing my browser. Oops. Oopsie poopsie. A lot tonight has been very oopsie poopsie. Yes. Basically, yeah. Nothing went wrong for me tonight. Just a lot of very just a lot of things went unexpected. My car is very slowly rolling away. Brain no worky, eh?
Ah ben, content de te voir? Hey, dis-moi donc, qu'est-ce que c'est fait tu mets pas d'ordinateur dans tes bazous, toi?
Regarde ça pour toi.
I don't know who Giles is. Okay, I also need to source myself a produce bucket so I can harvest potatoes and weed. Yes, and some of them, and they're all different people too. They speak Quebec or French? Attempt train night. The good thing we didn't attempt train night. So where is this farm? Maybe I can buy the basket from the farm? About as much of a bastardization as the language is real Quebecois. Well, I was told that the reason Quebec French is the way it is because of protectionist, like, some protectionist legislation that they put in about language. Oh, is that the farm? Yes. Oh. Dick, I just wanted to turn around. What was I on about again? Yes, okay. So I was told that the reason Quebec French is as strange as it is because there were some protectionist laws in Quebec because they were afraid that the English-speaking half or part of Canada was trying to, like, bury Quebec history. And so some of the rules on, like, how French was taught, how it was to be, like, presented, all that stuff. Wait a minute. Was, like, got instated. And because of that, hey, buddy, I'm just running around the construction site. Screw you, buddies. So because of that, what happened was, as time went on, it kind of carried over some new words, but some old words from the 1800s still stuck around. And because there was some partial exposure to, English, it also has some extra phonemes in it, I think, but I don't know. That's why it's so hard to understand and, like, why words make no goddamn sense. This better be where I get a bucket. Or is it over there? It does not, however, explain how religious words are swear words. Yeah, it's true, it doesn't. Like fucking tabernacle. Or sacrament. Uh-oh. Well, that's a problem. My car's all the way over there. Either side of that bridge. I'm a doofus. Gotta go march my ass all the way back to my goddamn car. All right. Out of my way, assholes. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, this is a ditch. Actually, by the time I get back, it'll be past the time I have to sleep. Oh, no worries. If you need to get to sleep, you get to sleep. And, thanks for swinging by. Well, thanks, and you rest well. Well, I'm glad you do. And thank you for filling in the dead air. I'm probably going to die out here. Yeah, I'm gonna die of dehydration. Yeah, I'm gonna die of dehydration out here in a moment. Okay. Time to get as fast into town as soon as possible, while also not crashing the car into a ditch. Ah. You died of dehydration, idiot. I'm upset and I need to call my mom. I have to check the phone number again. I'm upset. Could you send me some maple syrup?
Comment ça va, mon beau Jason? Nous autres, on vient de manger de la tire sur la neige. C'était bon en temps, mais Christy que ça colle.
Okay, now I can't bring the truck, or else I can't... This is baby back bullshit. I can ask Martin to ride me into... Oh, I can call Martin. Five 2020. Where's Martin? I'm old and feeble. This is me running, by the way. This is me walking. I'm gonna go get that piece of wood. Suffering. It is agony. I'll probably get there by the time my death penalty wears off. Martin here yet? No, he's not. Okay. I have it. I have the piece of wood. Oh God. Hi, Martin. Thanks, Martin. Oh, God. Got fucking weed in the car. Martin, I need a ride into town. Martin? Might as well go get the piece of wood again. I'm gonna run. Actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna walk. This is bullshit. $14, $13. That is not 10 seconds. What is going on? 9, 8, 7. 1 second. That's like 3. That's like 2.5 or 3 seconds. And back. Okay. We're gonna walk all the way over there. All I wanted was a basket. I died it over a basket. Died it did. Died. Dieth. Good stuff. Good stuff. Can't believe I have to walk all the way goddamn back. We just cut across here. Or is that the farm? I don't fucking know. We work on the farm, help yourself. Yeah, but where's the farm? This the farm? 6-bay garage. This type of storage in game is used to unload vehicles to improve FPS. Okay, I don't need that. Oh, and there's Martin's car. So Martin lives there. Alright, so if I did this right, my car should be crashed on the bridge. Which means I can just go hop on the bridge, get it off the retaining wall, and go get that basket. Oh my god. I drove straight into the fucking wall. Oh my god, that is amazing. There, I am free. Alright. Seems legit. There we go, we did it. Ah, this must be the farm. No, that is the racetrack. Oh, my trunk's open. Oh, I almost went into the ditch. The farm? No, that's where I walked to. Okay, so that means... Did that bitch just hit me? He did. Oh, you piece of shit. Get out of the goddamn car. Yeah? 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 You can do... Oh, shit. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna stand here. Okay, where is... Where is the farm? Or did I go past it? I don't understand, man. Oh, like there's a 2-car pileup Oh no, my trunk is open as he drives with a cutting wheel. Yep, that's me. Okay. I'm not sure where the hell I'm supposed to get this basket. I thought it was at the farm. Alright, it's gotta be this last one here. Guess not. What the hell? Well, all that for nothing. All right. Is there a basket in here? No. No bucket here. Alright, this is ridiculous. I'm looking it up. Alright, let's see. Alright, harvesting basket. Oh. Okay. So you have to buy them somewhere else. Alright, so because I forgot to turn the generator off, that means that for the past 2 days, this little maple syrup pump has been, well, pumping sap. And, yeah. And I'll put that back. Going pretty quick. Oh, I forgot. Maple syrup boils faster at night. I forgot. Okay. How are the maple trees over here doing? %. They're going pretty well. We're almost ready to sell our first barrel of maple syrup. Pretty good. All right. La 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 da dum. And babe. I need to water these. Blat. Okay. What else can I do here? I think, let's check the to-do list. The buggy, steering components, wheels, driveline, seat, engine, and fuel tank. Garden. Intermediate, sugar shack. Bella barrel. I forgot I slide off of that. We'll take the car again. Zoom, 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 zoom! It's time for you to go to bed, hey? Yeah. Oh, God. We're okay. Everything's fine. Yeah, you have a good night, too. Probably got another hour, and then I gotta get to sleep, too. But you have a good night. You rest well. Wait, it's closed? Oh, I just have to wait 30 minutes. Oh, right. 10 more minutes. And... Come on, open.
Ah ben, content de te voir. Hey, dis-moi donc, qu'est-ce que fait tu mets pas d'ordinateur dans tes bazous, toi?
Salut! Non! Trop de choix patience avec la traque.
Mm-hmm. Okay, $3,000 for an engine. Alright, now let's go get a damn basket. I don't care who takes Leo home, I just want him out of the woods. What? What the hell does that mean? $32.50 for a bucket. Alright, another $32.50. Don't need furniture. Planters might be useful. Okay. Alright. I see to make sure those baskets don't phase out of the back of the car. There. And now I can harvest a bucket. Not harvest a bucket. Harvest with a bucket. Okay, so those aren't ready yet. Okay, so now I have baskets, so I can start harvesting things I grow. $555 $21.09.
Jason, j'ai déjà sorti 2 gros sacs noirs de stock de ta chambre. C'était toute la merde, inquiète-toi pas.
How's my relationship with my mom? Pretty good. I don't know who Roger is. Alright, let's go to the Sugar Shack. What's that out there? Is that just floating out there? What the hell is that? Ah, it's just a log. I have a pine log. Look at that. I got analog. Alright, what do we have for maple syrup? Almost full. The pumps are going. Some of my planted trees haven't grown yet. Can't really... Ooh! I can continue it this way. And then this goes to our little farm. There. All right. Oh, there's another maple. Oh, there it is. Pick you up. There we go. Now we're in business. I can actually just bring all these with me. Oh, there's another sapling there. And... oh, just out of range there. I got one more hose, and I should have one more tap. There it is. Perfect. And now I have a roll to start a fire with. I love how I can just phase these in. Womp, womp, womp. And... duh! Hey, you go in there. There we go. I should say 20, or say 18 of them. Okay, now let's collect those saplings, and we can continue building our maple syrup army. The League of Destroyed Pancreas. Could be another one I saw around here too. Let's go find it. There we go. There's another one. Yeah. I can't remember which fella recommended turning the shrubbery off, but good call. It makes it a lot... It doesn't really affect the visuals much, and it makes it a lot easier to find things that have fallen on the ground. Alright. Where are some other trimmed saplings? Sorry, yeah, where are some other saplings that I've cut? This is nice. Alright, maybe that barrel is full now? Yes, it is full. So if I book it over there, I could probably sell this barrel. All right. I just gotta watch that the barrel doesn't fly out of the back. Now we gotta book it there. Gotta get that syrup. Gotta get that syrup. Ah, shit. I think I missed it. No, we're good. Come back next business day for your empty barrel. Well, why don't I just buy a barrel?
Fédération de sirop d'érable ici, Eric. Avez-vous des questions sur nos produits? Ça va être tout?
Gotta be fast. Another post. More taps. And a barrel. I'm at 29 bucks. But I'm going to get paid. Come on, get in the truck bed. Get in the truck bed. There we go, that's better. Ooh, I could use a free potato. Wom. All right. So now, with these taps, the extra barrel, and the potato, I should now have multiple forms of revenue coming in. Alright. On our way back. There. This'll be boiling real quick. Now, where else? Where else are there maple trees to... Oh, okay. Now, why did I tap this tree? Oh yeah, I was gonna go from here to that tree and I can't reach it. Guess I'll just have to wait till these grow. That shouldn't be too long. Maybe like another week. I can start tapping these really quick. Maybe, yeah, another week for them. Yeah, 20%. Already 17%. Alright. Onwards, home to poutine. Where's my potato? Did I lose my potato? No, no, we're good. Crisis averted. I have a potato. And water. I know that's not how you're supposed to do it, but I love doing it that way. All right. Ah, shit, I missed the delivery window for delivering food. No, that's fine. You know what? I think it might be good to just call it here. I have the charge, not much else I can do, and I kind of want to get some food in me. Let's just save this real fast. And we'll pack it out. Well, you know, I think things went okay despite how rough it was to get started. The timing was off. Hardware was acting up, software was acting up, but you know what, at the end of the day, everything seems okay. So, I don't think there's much else to really go over here. Well, maybe we can go over the gameplay a bit. So, today we managed to sell our first barrel of maple syrup, and on top of that, we managed to harvest a lot of maple trees and start making a more clean, organized area where we can just cap trees en masse while also taking offcuts from them to just double the capacity of the maple syrup farm as time goes on. So I think we can start making a lot of money in maple syrup very soon. We also started making produce like marijuana and potatoes, which is nice too. So we'll have alternate revenue streams, and if we ever get in real trouble, we can always just sell firewood too. We have a lot of cut wood. But yeah, that's it's good fun. I enjoyed this game. It's really quiet and relaxing. I like it. But I think it's time to pack her in, so I'm not going to tell you what to do. So I'm not going to tell you to stay out of trouble, but all I ask is that if you do get in trouble, you make sure that it's the good kind of trouble. And you all stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.